Okay, cool.
Hi, and welcome to the Bob 94.9 Basement Bash. We haven't done one of these in a while. I'm a little rusty, but if you're watching right now, and if you're watching what I'm seeing, you see Mr. Parker McCollum. Wait, hang on. I want to make sure I'm pointing in the direction. This way. I got to go this way. There he is, Parker.
How you going?
Hello.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, I'm really good, Newman. How are you?
Are you on your bus right now?
I'm on my bus, yes, sir.
Where are you heading?
We are in College Station, Texas tonight. We haven't played since March, and we're playing 3 limited capacity, socially distanced concerts this weekend, all at the same venue. So,
love that they have to say that.
I won't complain though; it's better than nothing.
So, are you doing a full band thing, amped
Yes,
up
sir.
acoustic?
Yeah, it's the show. So,
I hate to get into the weeds on this, but I need to know just because I'm curious. Since you're doing full band, like your road guys, your road warriors, the guys who hang the lights, who run the cables, who plug in all the big giant speakers, are they on board? Are they ready to go?
yes, sir. Yeah, they're fine. They're all masked up, and there's barricades. So that the crowd is distance from them and distance from us, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm just making sure you got all your guys on board, because I feel for the roadies. I feel for the road guys that have had to take a back seat with all this.
Yeah, I mean, my guys haven't taken a back seat yet. They're all still getting paid completely in health insurance and all that stuff.
That's great.
At least for the time being. So they when we had something like this come up, I think they were pretty ready to rock and roll.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if you can hear Nancy. I can hear her, and I think our audience can see her. So I'm going to let her ask a question. And if you can't hear her, I'll translate.
Yes, sir.
So obviously he's a Texas boy. Make sure he knows. I want to ask him that.
She wants to make sure you're a Texas boy, which I'm pretty sure you are.
Yes, sir.
No, and honestly,
Born and
I don't know. I wanted to just come on and meet Parker like we meet him when he comes to the radio station. So I didn't want to go do a bunch of homework. I wanted to hear it from him. And now I can't ask him a question.
No, you're asking. And so Nancy said, usually, we have the opportunity to meet you guys in our studio, and that's the way she wanted to actually meet you. So she doesn't want to ask so many questions. She just wants you to kind of introduce yourself and introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, I didn't want to know everything.
My name's Parker McCollum. Trying to sing country music for a living for quite some time now, and I think now about 5 months ago we were doing that, and we're trying to get back to it. But I was born and raised in a town called Conroe, Texas, just north of Houston. And after I moved from high school, or when I graduated high school, I moved to Austin, Texas, thinking that the music business would be a cakewalk, and it would happen like that. And so eventually just really kind of started getting to work and never stopped. And signed with Universal a year and a half ago almost. And still to this day trying to be a country music singer for a living. So it's been really lucky and really blessed to do what we've done. So we'll just try to keep it going.
And is he a songwriter too?
Nancy wants to know if you're a songwriter as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I would say foremost before anything else.
First and foremost, songwriter. I know that you've been hitting this thing for about 9 years, and we always say Nashville is a 10-year overnight success kind of town. So you're rapidly approaching the 10-year deal, and Pretty Hard is really doing well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you're a chart watcher or not, but I think you're floating around number 13 on the chart right now.
Oh, I try not to watch it, because I always say, regardless of how well it does, I got to keep doing it and writing more of them. And so, but they, I keep up with management in my radio team at Universal, and they just kind of been working their butts off, and I can tell it's paying off because they're excited every time they call me.
Let me tell you, they're working their butts off, and they're driving me out of my damn mind. I get emails and phone calls, and it's like, Parker, just leave me alone.
I'm glad they are, and thank y'all for putting up with them for a little bit.
Well, you have a great team organization.
Yes,
So I know you got an EP coming out sometime in October, correct?
yes, sir. Hollywood Gold.
Please don't call me sir. I'm
I
dying.
love
Well,
it.
I say it to everybody. It's not an age thing.
No, I know it's not an age thing because you're a genuine gentleman, and Texas
It's
raised.
Texas
It's
politeness.
all Texas. But I want to talk about Young Man's Blues for half a second. Would you mind playing a little Young Man's Blues? And
Oh,
then
absolutely, sure,
on the
yes.
back end, tell us a little story about it.
This song, Tell a Story Afterwards.
Well, the reason I say that is because I'm going to put you up on the screen, and hopefully our audience only sees you, and they can get their eyes off my beautiful mug. And
Yeah, go ahead. As soon as it goes away, I'll just start.
When we come back, I don't know if you're going to see me or Nancy, or it might take a second. I might have to juggle a few things, but in the meantime, we're going to get some nice live music from Parker McCollum before he takes the stage tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here's Parker McCollum.
Uh-oh, Newman, I can't hear you. Uh-oh.
We really thought that this was going to get better, and it's only gotten worse over the time. This is a shame. And I don't have Facebook Live up, so let's see. Here comes Newman.
Parker, can you hear me now?
Hey, there you are. All right.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'm going to drop Nancy out for just a second, and I'm going to bring her back in and see if you can hear Nancy.
Hello. Hi, Parker.
No, Nancy.
Still
All
nothing.
right. I should just go and watch it on Facebook Live.
All right, I'm dropping Nancy out for just one more minute. Anyway, we're just having a few technical issues. The last time Nancy was involved, she had her daughter's laptop, but her daughter had to go to college or something. So,
yes, sir.
You know, you got some great comments. There was one of the comments. I don't know if you saw it, but Justin, he said, "Man, I'm on the road. I'm missing home. I'm missing the road while I'm home." And these are some of the most realistic lyrics in country music.
Wow, that's I'd be lying if I said that wasn't what I was going for. So thank you, Justin, for noticing.
Now you just kind of wrote that on your sofa, is that right? You're just kind of picking away, and it just came to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, it was kind of. I like to write very late at night a lot. Maybe after getting in the right mindset.
How do you do that? How do you get in the right mindset? What's your process? Is it a white claw by any chance?
No, I've never had a White Claw.
Really?
Well, I've taken a sip of some. My girlfriend Hallie Ray drinks some, and I'll just take a sip of hers or whatever. But
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really indulge too much into what I do to write songs. But I mean, just there's certain things you can do that can kind of put your mind in a different place to get the creative juices flowing from time to time. And late at night, those things usually go hand in hand.
Parker, let me tell you something. I indulged in something I never should have indulged in as a grown-ass man, and I saw unicorns like they were devil unicorns. And I prayed to God. I said, please, if you get me out of this, I swear I will never do this again. I wasn't writing songs. I thought I was going to die.
No, I didn't get into it. I didn't get into that to write this record, but
good boy.
But just some, I don't know. I guess for the lack of a better term, I just care a lot about trying to be a songwriter and write good songs, and sometimes you got to go the extra mile to get those creative juices flowing.
You are more of a grown-ass man than I am. I love it. That's fantastic. So we were actually talking about you this morning on the air, and you'd mentioned that you stay in touch with your parents to let them know where things are at, because my son, my oldest, moved to Nashville, wanted to get involved in music. I know how hard you guys work. I know what kind of a struggle he was facing, and I wasn't sure if he was 100% committed. And he's going to do what he's going to do. What has your parents' experience been like with your journey into the music business?
I just think they probably sleep a little better at night now than they did a few years ago. My mom and my dad and my stepmom have it's cool for me to see how proud they are and to say that's my kid. It really kind of makes a lot of it really worth it when you just see how excited they are with what you're doing in your life.
Yeah.
And as any parent would probably be, I'm sure. My mom comes to a lot of shows now, or she did when we were touring. We played these shows with Miranda Lambert. She came to every single one. And she was, I think, she tried to come on the road with us on the bus at one point, and I was like, yeah, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea. There's
Boundaries, man. We need some boundaries.
Yes, sir.
Well, what was it like when you approached your parents and said, okay, music is what I want to do? What was there full on support? Was there pushback?
From my mom, I don't think she really thought I had the work ethic to do it. I don't know if I was the most promising prospect at 17 years old.
17.
But my first time my dad ever heard me sing and play guitar, I remember him, he'd call his friends over. He was like, you got to hear him sing and play. I was playing Come Pick Me Up by Ryan Adams, and I was playing harmonica. I was probably 15 years old, I think 14 years old, and he was just, I remember him saying, but he said, you can do that for a long time if you want to. And then me and him were on the beach several years later. I had been in Austin for a year or two and didn't really know what I was doing or how to even get into the music business, wasting time really. And I'd gone to a year of community college. Well, I was enrolled. I went to about one day, and I just told him, I said, look, I'm wasting money going to school. I was like, I know I can do this, but I have to do it. And he never, since that day, he's been like, you can do this. So it was, I was lucky, man, to have someone like that, that he still calls me every day. He's like, hey, send me the songs, all the new stuff I'm writing. Every day he's asking me to send, and it's just cool. I think they're really proud.
So take me from a 15-year-old kid playing harmonica to getting a record deal with Universal Music Group.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. I told my mom my senior year of high school that I didn't need to go to college because I was going to sign a major record deal one day. And I think she just thought I was full of shit. Like I said, I wasn't the most promising prospect, I don't think. And it was very clear she did not believe that I would do that. And I don't blame her at all. But it was something that I wanted to do, was sign a major record deal. I thought about it for a long time. I wanted to, go be on the level that the guys I thought were the best, were on. So when I got to kind of be courted around and go to all of them and have that experience like I did, it was just, I don't know, I'll never forget it for sure.
Did you have to do your own courting, or were you the one knocking on doors up and down Music Row, or did you have a management company?
Yeah, my Randy Rogers from the Randy Rogers Band managed for 2.5 years, and he was really the one that was like, if you want to do what you want to do, you need to go to that town.
And how did you meet Randy?
I was opening for him in Corpus Christi in 2015, 2016, and we were first to four. He was headlining, and after the show, he just walked by, and when he came off stage, he said, hey, come to my bus. We were in a little van, didn't have a trailer, and I went up there, and he was like, I really like what you're doing. I'd put out one album at the time, and he said, I just think I can be of service to you, and he's like, I don't want anything from you, I just want to help you. And
cool. So what I'm hearing, and I've heard this from a few other artists, if you become a success in your own hometown or a success in your region, then Nashville almost comes knocking on your door.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had heard a little bit from some labels, but it was really Randy going up there with me, and he had been on Universal earlier in his career.
Yeah.
And so he got me the meeting with them, and it's, once one of them kind of gets in contact with you and the other ones find out, I think they all kind of get interested a little bit. It was just, I don't know. I still remember sitting in those meetings, not even be able to hear what they're saying, because in my mind, all I'm thinking about is I'm sitting here with the president of Universal Records, and they're offering to sign me, and Sony and Big Machine, and I went into all those meetings with all of the top people, and it was just an experience. I was really grateful to all of them. I was like, I'm sure y'all go through the experience all the time, and it doesn't matter whether I tell y'all yes or no, but I really just wish that they would know that I was so grateful to be sitting in those offices.
Oh, I'm sure they know. I'm sure they do. I mean, your head must have been exploding. You must have been ready to jump out of your skin. But then once you sign your name to the dotted line, you're back to the starting gate.
It's bottom of the mountain again.
But you have climbed this mountain so incredibly, in my opinion, quickly. Pretty Hard is, like I said earlier, I think knocking on the door of a top 10 record already. Would you mind playing a little of that?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut my face off and bring Parker on in here. This is Pretty Hard. Parker McCollum in the Basement Bash.
One. I didn't think I was a bad guy. I knew that you were good. You were golden on the inside, and you loved me the best you could. I'm the one that dropped the ball, got you high and let you fall. Let the best thing I ever had slip away. And what does that say about me? I could do you like I did, that I could break an angel's wings. What does that say about me? That I stood there like a fence post as you drove off in your car. And what does that say about me now that I've broke your pretty heart? Your pretty heart. I've been drinking like a drunkard, and these thoughts and neon lights, burning smokes, and wondering if there's anything I've done right. Well, I wish that I could go back, hang on to what I had. Guess it's all, babe, nothing but a dream. What does that say about me? I could do you like I did, that I could break an angel's wing. What does that say about me? That I stood there like a fence post as he drove off in your car. And what does that say about me now that I've broke your pretty heart? Your pretty heart. What does that say about me? I could do you like I did, that I could break an angel's wing. What does that say about me? And I stood there like a fence post as you drove off in your car. What does that say about me now that I've grown your pretty heart? Your pretty heart. Your pretty heart. Your pretty heart.
Parker McCollum, can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to bring Nancy back on one more time.
All right. Third time's a charm, Newman.
It's saying 3, 2, 1. Here she comes. Nancy
Hello.
Ryan.
Hey, Parker. I give up.
Oh, no, Miss Nancy, where you at?
You just have to come to Harrisburg. Come to Harrisburg.
All right, well, Nancy will feed you nothing but booze and alcohol because she's a really bad influence. She's going to punch me right in the throat tomorrow, but that's okay. So, October, we get the EP, yes?
Yes, sir. Hollywood Gold.
That's what it's going to be called?
Yes, sir.
And then full album, what are we looking at?
January, February.
Okay.
Maybe.
See, we have a local community college here that's already pushing back their spring semester, and they're going to do everything online, and so they're not opening up the building until like May 14th of 2021, which is starting to make my heart palpitate a little bit because it's like, come on, man, we got to get this thing up and running. And I know you're doing a live show tonight, so I have a little bit, it's like a glimmer of hope.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we, you just got to get started. That's all. Just got to get started. The ball will get rolling.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We were supposed to get together maybe a week or two ago, but you got sick, right?
Yes, sir, I did. Well, I lost my taste and smell. That was about it.
Okay. Now, but were you tested for the China virus?
Yes, I was, and I had lost my taste and smell, and my girlfriend Hallie Ray, I called her. We had just been together, and I was like, "Can you taste or smell anything?" And she said no, and I was like, "Well, we definitely got it." So I went and got tested, and it was positive. So I just had the buds take me to the ranch for 10 days, and I felt great the whole time. I couldn't taste or smell anything, but I felt fine the whole time.
Well, thank God. I mean, A, nobody wants to get sick. B, nobody wants to pass this to anybody else. And C, God forbid if you do get it, you want to recover quickly. And it sounds like you were able to do that. And who knows? Maybe you got the antibodies now, and there's some way that you can protect yourself and protect some other folks too. So hopefully that's part of the deal. Dude, I really appreciate you taking the time with us. I wish you could see and hear Nancy because she's a little better looking than I am.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to beat, man.
Oh, come on now. She's giving me the finger right now. If you can't see her, but I can. She is. I see it. There it is. Oh, my. Well, at least you painted her.
Tell Miss Nancy to be sweet.
She always is. I'm the a-hole.
Hey, Miss Nancy, if you can hear me, thank you for having me on as well tonight.
She's blowing you kisses. She really, no doubt, she really is. My apologies for not being able to facilitate her participation because she's the true star of the show. But you were fantastic tonight. I wish you the best of luck with your gig. And really, really, truly, from the bottom of both our hearts, and I know Nancy would back me up, we're gonna have a couple of cocktails, whether they're White Claws tonight or something else in the not too distant future. She always likes these little mini red Solo cups. I don't know if you drink or not, but if you don't, we'll have yours.
Yeah, y'all can have mine, and I'll have one still anyways.
No worries, brother. Has anybody compared your look to Tucker Beathard?
No, sir, they have not. But
no, I think in a couple of pictures, like if your head's cocked a certain way, I'm like, damn, he looks like Tucker Beathard a little bit.
Hey, I'll take anything I can get, Newman.
Well, you're well on your way. You don't need me to give you anything. You're doing it all on your own, and
Thank you, sir.
really happy for you. And continued success, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Parker McCollum. We'll be playing him tomorrow morning. Have a great show tonight, buddy.
Cool. Thank you, Newman. Thanks, Miss Nancy. Y'all have a good evening.
Good night, dude. There he goes. Parker's offering it. I'm going to try and bring you back up, Nance. It's giving me the 3, 2, 1. I see you. Do you see me?
Oh, good. Yeah, I can see you. I've been able to see you the whole night. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna put my husband's head on a train track and threaten him until we get a freaking laptop in this house.
You know,
Understand?
maybe he should fill out the form and try to win a Chromebook.
Yeah. Will that work? Because I would be no. Because right now we're getting graded an F. Got it? An F. As parents. But actually, my daughter's, maybe thinking that, Penn State's not all it's cracked up to be. She might be coming home, and then I'll have a laptop, so it won't matter.
Well, we hopefully will have a couple more basement bashes. I prefer not to do any of these ever again, and we do some live music. But
exactly. Thank you.
We're subjected to a few other people's whims.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
Get into that here.
We'll get it figured out.
Mm-hmm. So,
all right. Say goodnight, Newman.
Cheers. Good night, everybody.
Cheers, y'all.
Tomorrow morning, we are back on the radio. And shameless plug for this stupid thing growing on my face.
It's awesome.
Turn it pink. We've got links to the American Cancer Society and the Real Men Wear Pink campaign. I did a thing in the men's room earlier today. If you haven't seen it.
Really? Does it have anything to do with your beard?
Yeah, I took the Gilded Lily, the lady who gave me the where did I put it?
The beard salve?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Did you like it?
The beer balm.
Yes. Beard balm.
My
like it?
Face smells delightful.
I bet maybe you'll get lucky tonight.
Probably not, but thank you to the Gilded Lily. It smells delightful, and got to keep this thing growing so that we can turn it pink at the end of the month. And again, all the money goes to the Real Men Wear Pink campaign. All of it flows right through the American Cancer Society as we approach Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So click the link. You'll find it on our Facebook page and make a donation. It's not a monthly thing. It's just a quick one and done, drop in the bucket, but every little bit counts, and we appreciate it. All right, we're signing off. We're done. I have I got some White Cross to finish.
There you go. All right.
Good night, everybody.